You're now listening to From the Jump.
One mic, one gun reaction. 21 Savage and Nas. This shit's gonna be lit as fuck. Stay tuned for our reaction. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below saying I subscribed, and we'll try our best to reply to your comment. Welcome to From the Jump, your source for all things hip-hop. I'm Syllable. This is my co-host,
Mr. White.
Man, so this is actually a really awesome moment in hip-hop history where instead of going for this whole like NBA Youngboy Little Durk beef back and forth tit for tat, Nas just didn't even respond to the fucking beef about him being called irrelevant by 21 Savage. Check our episode in the upper right-hand corner about that. And just said squashed it and made this song together. How great is that?
Man, I can really appreciate Nas trying to kill the narrative of old head rappers being against the new school of rappers. Embracing people instead of trying to punish them, right?
Being the leader.
There's consequences for your actions. He kind of already faced it because people were vehemently against what he said, and he had to face that on his own. And instead of Nas piling on and being like, F you too, he's like, no, come here, bro. Like, I get it. You said that in a Clubhouse room. You know, that's the problem with places like that. Maybe he didn't expect that to get out, right? That was like more of a private style conversation. But
what I want to find is who is the man who was like,
thank you. Just thank you.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody in there agreeing with him. But clearly, Nas and 21 Savage saw a business opportunity here, right? Because there's a lot of buzz around what he said.
They each have followings.
And Nas was like, nah, bro, let's take this bad press and turn it into a good thing for the culture. And no, this is amazing.
It's dope as fuck.
Amazing. This is a change of the messaging.
Change the narrative.
That has been going on right now.
Yeah, and I love that shit. So let's jump into some of the lyrics that I think are dope as fuck. The song starts out with a jazzy, horn-driven instrumental before shifting into a trap-based beat. And here are some dope lyrics that I think are worth noting from the song. 21 Savage raps, ain't no back and forth, ain't no left or right. I got King's disease, but I move like a knight. And I thought that's probably his best line from the whole song. I like that. Maybe you got another line that you like more, but I think that's probably that's his line.
I mean, I like the way that he opened it. And as far as 21 Savage's rapping is concerned, in general, he's gotten better and better over time. He came out with a very aggressive, just ignorant, kill everybody style. He's evolved and become more of a pure lyricist. And it's interesting that he's doing that because a lot of artists, they never change, right? They just
stay the same.
They just stick to what they know. They just keep doing the gangster trap rap. Like I say, in the last video I was talking about, he's trying to become more like Nas. And here you go, the feature with Nas, where he's not coming with any nonsense on this track. The whole track, every time 21 speaks, he's talking about having investments.
I like
he's
that
talking
line.
about being smarter than other people in the game and focusing on trying to grow instead of trying to regress.
And repeat the same shit.
I mean, it turns into a really good track because after 21 spits his bars, then you got Nas coming in.
Oh, man.
Nas has been on a tear, so you already know he's about to destroy it.
Look, if Nas rapping is like in comparison to warming up, doing your stretches before your 3M marathon, this motherfucker's done like 10 triathlons just now, and now he's ready to go, already warmed up. I love the rhythm in these lines where he's like, it's a conversation, it's determination, your interpretation. I just shocked the nation, did a tour with the Wu, I came back and set the pace. Now we saw that tour with the Wu-Tang Clan and surprise feature of Busta Rhymes. Check that in the upper right hand corner as well for our review of that live on the scene. And it's great to see him referencing shit that's very modern, very current.
And I mean, it's interesting that he took an approach on the track which is very uplifting. He's just talking about his accomplishments, what he's done. That's what they both kind of did. They're like, we've both done things that garnered our success, because when 21 comes back in, he talks about how he dropped an album with no features that went platinum, how he was already platinum before he came in the game. You know, he talks about having 9 figures, trying to work on 10, right? So all of this stuff is about elevating. Everything's about elevating on this track. Nothing on this track is about any street stuff. There's no street stuff on this track, period.
How many rappers do you know example not just braggadocio but self-reflection and humility?
Yes.
Very few. And 21 Savage goes on to rap, referring to his comments on Clubhouse, calling Nas irrelevant. He says instead, when you turn to legend, no such thing as relevance.
Yes.
And it's very true, because Nas didn't have to reply. He could have just ghosted his shit and released his next 5 albums in the next month, or whatever his plan is. I think this is a good life lesson for everyone, as well as a lesson to industry folks who are in the rap genre, to really think about not just what's your legacy in the sense of braggadocio, but what's your cultural impact. What is the impact of music, right? We have legends from back in the day during the civil rights era, where music was used as a vehicle to fight for equal rights for women, for black people, for all types of underrepresented folks through music. We're reaching a point in time now where music is coming back as really a way for us to have those hard conversations that sometimes aren't covered in the media.
Yeah, and I want to challenge every media platform. If you did cover the 21 Savage misstep or comments that were negative, also cover this, because we have to cover the positive stuff. That's what we keep trying to say in all of our recent videos. Let's not focus on the negative anymore. Let's focus on the positive. Let's give some energy to this too, because when you see something like this happen, let's lift this up too. Let's make this the example instead of everything else.
Exactly. So let us know in the comments what has been particularly impactful for you with hip hop or music in general, and also what were your thoughts on this resolution between 21 Savage and Nas, as well as One Mic and One Gun. Make sure that you hit that bell icon to see our new videos when they pop. Like and subscribe, and tune in for another episode of From the Jump.